What's up, YouTube? Slash 4x4. I'm thinking about the phase 3. As you can see right there, MIPs came in. That one with the steel dog bones. Not the aluminum. Aluminum, they say, is rated for 2S. I'm at least put 3 in here from time to time. So if they put that on the package, it's for a reason. So I went on, skipped the aluminum, went to the steel dog bones. So the MIPs came in. And the Traxxas fan came in. Now this is the platinum. Now one more heads up. These are the Proline extended body posts. I highly suggest, if you use them, to back up the hose with something. I use Gorilla Tape. I also threw it under the wheel well just in case. But that's Gorilla Tape. Because what I was doing, trying to body on different ways. They're metal. Little pieces of metal. Like a set screw. It's not going to focus. It's a little metal set screw that the top piece screws onto. And since they're metal, they were scratching on my paint. So what I had to do, luckily it wasn't that deep. It was actually in the red. You really can't see it right now. Don't worry about that hole. The mount, the cap covers all that up. But it actually scratched through my paint job. Probably see a little bit. You probably see a little bit right in front of the hole, to the left of the hole. So anyway, I touched it up with some more paint. Backed it up again with some more black. And let's do the tape on there. So now when I put the body on and off, I ain't gonna worry about scratching my paint job up. It's just a little heads up for those that's gonna get these mounts. Also, what I did was more convenient for me. I put the front ones on the back ones on the front. These are the taller ones. They're supposed to be in the back of the vehicle. I had to cut about 3 notches off, 3 holes. Had to cut off. It was too low hitting my tie rods and everything. But it's still long enough for my additional body, so that's cool. But most bodies in the front, the hood is higher than the back. Because my other body is a pickup truck, the Dodge Ram, which I'm actually working on that in between doing this. Just right now, drying off another coat of paint. But I put the front on the back on the front. Because my back, I don't need to raise it up that high. So this worked out a little bit better for me. Also, another heads up. These posts are held in place by screws. This is a very cheap bracket here. The Proline is very cheap. But anyway, screwing this in there, you lock down one of the little holes that we're not supposed to be, it'll crush their hole. You probably see down below there. I ended up crushing one of those holes because these screws, it goes in there. It didn't even feel like it was on anything. I ended up messing up one of the holes that's in there. So I didn't put these all the way in. I just put them in enough tension to hold it post in place. But what I suggest do, get some body mounts or something like that to shoot through that hole. The hole goes all the way through. So a nice long body mount, nail. I'm gonna figure out something else to use besides these screws. These screws were not a good idea for this cheap plastic. Because actually just crushing the post. Next I put on a MIP steel dog bones. Front and rear. The clearance is real particular because they say you cannot use. Let me hold this with one hand. Hold it up a second. These 2 holes are here on the arm. You can't use these because they're designed. I don't know what they call this little cup piece at the end will rub against that hub. So they're saying it has to be, has to be up a little bit so that cup won't rub against the hub in there. So you got to make a few minor adjustments so that won't be an issue. Same with the front. So I haven't raining. I did a little test driving in the house. I haven't taken it outside yet. Just want to do what I think I need to do upgrades to it real quick. You already seen all that. Oh yeah, the fan came in. I went on and tied that in there with that. So I didn't put the external BEC in there. So I got an Airtronics 4-channel and I ran out of space. My man Tookie said, just go ahead and make an adapter or do something fancy with some wires. I might go ahead and do that. I got the cat pack on there. Hobby wing. I'm going to run this first. Since this is supposed to be the new improved ESC. I'm just going to run it. If I have any issues, any brownouts, or any problems, then I'll put the external BEC on there. But for now, I'm just going to run it, see how it holds up. The problem is, Traxxas, being the slicksters that they are, their fan and any other fan there is has different connectors. The Traxxas fan, I can pull him up right here. You know, Traxxas plug into their own. Traxxas plugs right into the ESC. But then, hold on, give me a second. Excuse me a second. All right, I'm back. Traxxas fans plug into their own ESC. They get their own power supply directly from their ESC, not the receiver. Traditional fans, any other fan, gets their juice from the receiver. So normally, this would be the plug for the fan. Energy plug something like this, or it might be 3 prongs, 2 or 3, doesn't matter, as long as you got the red and the black. That's all you need. This is actually, if you can see where it's coming from, this is connected to the ESC, not the fan, which is as some would say, ass backwards. This is actual Traxxas fan right here, which is the same connection that the receiver has. Therefore, you cannot plug this fan into the receiver. Why they do that, who the hell knows, but it's ass backwards. So, but Tukey's like, go ahead. I know you got some cables around, which I do, some wires laying around, some different connectors. I'm just going to make my own little watt connector so I can plug both of these fans up if I need to. Then I can plug both of the fans up even to the Traxxas ESC, or both into the receiver box with a watt connector. And I can run my external BEC in there. That's if I have to. Right now I'm going to use this new Traxxas receiver and see how it holds up. But it was just weird that they did it like that. I guess so nobody can use their fan on someone else's car, which is stupid. They could probably, make more money if it's a reliable fan. Other people might buy it for other cars. But they decided to do it backwards. So it is what it is. But that's all right now. Down here finishing up my Ram body. It's coming out pretty good so far. It's going to be very, very badass if I do say so myself. But later on, fellas and ladies, peace.